thought obviously, at this point in the year, wins are wins. I was really impressed with our base running tonight. Felt like that was the game changer. And we preach in our program, base running will win or lose your ball games. And so I was telling Matt on radio, kind of jokingly, but not really, that we'll be able to use tonight's game for fall when we're talking about base running and how important it is. It'll go into our base running file. But I thought Lefty did a great job. She looked really sharp at the beginning, hit a little bump in the road, and I thought she persevered and battled through. So that's what she does. I just feel like that growth that she has this year has just been tremendous.
That hiccup might have been a little bit longer than some of the other ones we've seen, and I saw you jumped out at 3-0, and then kind of ended after that. What do you think snapped her back possibly into being new lefty as opposed to old?
Yeah, I think she knows. And so when I went out there, I was like, hey, let's, look me in my eyes. Let's get back to doing what we do. And so, that kid competes her tail off. She's been tremendous for us all year long. And so I think for her, it's just giving her a moment to regroup and start throwing her pitches again.
How about the fact that you're able to use your speed, but it didn't seem you pressed tonight? You had some line drives that maybe weren't going your way early, but you talked about that facet, but I think tonight it was so obvious it won you the game.
Yeah, I thought we were barreling up balls, early in the game, and I was like, all right, and it was going right at them. And so sometimes you're like, well, it's going to be one of those games. We're going to have to figure out how to claw through this. And I just thought they did a tremendous job of figuring out a way to win this ball game.
I was going to say, how often do you see they answer with the 2 runs and then your base running gets you back in the lead, which is kind of unusual?
Yeah, and I actually, I thought that third run was big. I don't tell Coach Harger good job many times, but I thought that was a great call, and obviously it just helps us kind of secure. When you have a 3-run lead, it's much different than when you have a 2-run lead, especially in this game.
Yeah, I mean, all runs unearned. What are you telling the girls? What's the conversation like moving forward?
Win a ball game, win that pitch. I don't really care how it goes down in the book. At this point in time, we need wins. And here's a great thing. I'm excited about us winning a ball game like that, because now we also know we can win a ball game like that. We can win the ball game with our defense. We can win our ball game with pitching, hitting. I mean, we've kind of done it all. We've come back, we've worked ahead. And so all of these are just little notches in our belt that we know when we're getting ready to play in postseason, we've been there, we've done it. We've figured out a way to win this type of game.
Wooly day to day, but not today?
Correct. Yep. Mm-hmm. I'm playing it safe. She's available.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that feeling right after they scored 2 to match y'all's 2?
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
And then y'all just immediately go back and get that third one.
Yeah, I just not panicking with this team. I feel like we understand. We just don't panic, right? And so if I panic, they're going to panic. And so, but I just feel their confidence, to be honest with you. I feel like they know, they're not getting overpowered. We have to, kind of clean up some things in the box and execute. But we'll find a way to win this ball game. I felt that.
It's your last SEC home series. How are you feeling? How do you feel about the overall season?
I won't really talk about the season. That's just kind of how I am. It's flown by, to be honest with you. So excited to, have an opportunity to come out tomorrow and, hopefully take the series. And but the opportunity to come out and compete, this is so good. Every single game. And you can look at Ole Miss's record. They're good. You saw that tonight. They can pitch. They have some really good pitchers. They didn't play clean defense, obviously, tonight, but they've beaten some teams. And so I think for us, it's just figuring out how can we score one more run than they do.